Of course, Pro Bowl was yesterday. The Pro Bowl was yesterday. But it's kind of less about him because I just got to bring this up.
I mean, I actually want to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to talk about
that. Yeah, we will. But it's like, you know, when Shadir's name was said that he'd be a replacement in the Pro Bowl, boom, I was excited.
Yeah.
A lot of people was excited.
Sure.
But some people try to bring up the point he doesn't deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
But we can't sit here and act like it hasn't been other players that are put in a replacement role, but it wasn't this much outburst. Like, especially
100%.
Looking at a couple years ago, Tyler Huntley got put in.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Russell Wilson got put in. Russell Wilson had no crazy year last year. So we've seen this happen a lot more times than not. Yep. But it's like the perspective from the fans is like, you know how they look at Shadir, so they just try to make things look bigger than what it actually is. Yeah. So it's like, what did you when you first saw it, what was your reaction?
I think when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay. That's interesting. Same. I mean, like, now, here's my thing. Kevin Stefanski is the Atlanta Falcons head coach. I am a Falcons fan by trade. Like my friend Maddie over here. You're a Falcons fan. Mm-hmm. I don't think that Kevin necessarily tried to sabotage Shador. I think Kevin tried to sabotage himself to get out of there.
Wow.
I mean, when you look at it, I'll put it like this. Look at it. If you paid attention to all the things that have gone on with the Cleveland Browns throughout this head coaching cycle, with having their candidates do like a written test, like a eval, all of these things.
Some unusual stuff.
Like unusual things. It's like, why would you want to work there? You got like I think the owner was going against like the decisions, like the GM, the front office and everything. So like, why would you want to be there? Right. I don't even think Stefanski wanted Deshaun Watson to be there. Why would you mortgage so many first round picks, $230 million that's guaranteed? Why would you give up all of this stuff and then say, well, all right, well, go make chicken salad out of chicken, manure? That don't work.
Yeah. Right.
So that's beside the point. That's a side tangent. But on the other side, like as a Falcons fan, I'm like, well, Kevin Stefanski kind of just got 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks in the Pro Bowl. Because Joe Flacco was another quarterback that was in the Pro Bowl. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe one might get back. We might have some here.
Maybe. I didn't think of it like that though.
But back to Shador.
Indeed.
Shador had 7 touchdowns,
10
interceptions. Mm-hmm. If you are a box stat watcher,
yes, sir,
you're saying, well, this guy stinks.
Right.
But if you actually watch the games, it's like, well, he had some balls that were tipped up in the air, that were picked off, receivers just, doing receiver things sometimes and just making things harder. He did run for his life quite a bit. And now the whole retreating 30 yards in the backfield and throwing a prayer, that doesn't work. Yeah. And those are things he has to learn. And I hope he goes out of those things because I believe the new head coach, Todd Monken, I think he really does want Shador to be his starting quarterback. Because I listened to that clip that the Browns put out about Monken really saying like, hey, we wanted you in Baltimore, but you didn't want to come here. But now you see how it worked out where I'm here with you. So I think they might have a guy there. I hope it works out. I truly do. But in terms of the Pro Bowl, I think they need to get rid of the Pro Bowl.
You saying get rid of it completely?
I think you have to change. Like something has to change about the Pro Bowl.
Agreed.
Because it can't be this thing where it's a popularity contest at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Like there are some guys that have played really well this season that should have been there.
Right.
No disrespect to Travis Kelce, but Travis Kelce should not have been at the Pro Bowl. He should have not been listed as a Pro Bowl.
Oh, he got voted in?
He was. I think he was the second tight end to be voted in the Pro Bowl this year. I think he turned it down.
Gotcha.
I think that's how it was voted.
But that shows you because he turned it. He knew he didn't need to be there.
Yeah. But when you're engaged to the biggest pop star in the world, and you got all these Swifties like basically at your command, heck yeah, you're going to get voted into the Pro Bowl because they're going to be like, well, we're doing this for Taylor's man.
Right.
It's not because he's Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
It's because he's Taylor's fiance.
Right.
So to me, it goes from this popularity contest, and then you look at the events, and I get it. You don't want to hurt anybody. I understand injuries are, they happen. We want to try to like reduce that by 1,000%. I 100%, I get it. But this hardly competing in flag football, I ain't gonna cut it. It's not fun to watch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It'd be different, like if you take some of the mini games that are in Madden and you put those in the Pro Bowl, that would be more exciting. Like I like watching the kickers trying to kick the ball into certain parts of the field. That's exciting. I like watching the quarterbacks throw at moving targets. That's exciting because it's stuff that you would see. Like I'm not asking these guys to put on helmets and shoulder pads and go out there and hit each other. I don't want to see that. Yeah, I don't want to see that because at this point the season's over. Why are we putting your body through more pain?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah. You have an off season to get ready for now. So I would rather them get rid of the current Pro Bowl thing that they're doing. Instead of having a whole fiasco in whatever state, that it's held in the United States, just announce that, hey, this is our Pro Bowler voted by the fans. This person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and just leave it at that. If you want to have something where you're doing a whole event for, then you can do that. But all these guys turned it down. Heck, Justin Fields even got an invite. Justin got benched this year.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he turned it down. So what does that tell you about the Pro Bowl? It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's truly a waste of time. Like I didn't I knew the Pro Bowl was on this week, but why am I going to stay up on a Tuesday to watch flag football from guys that barely care and where I can just watch an offensive tackle score points in the end zone?
Shout out Garrett Bowles.
Shout out Garrett. But why would I want to watch that? That's not appealing to me. You want to show me something? Take them to a bowling alley. I'd rather watch that. That was the best bowling.
Facts. I mean, I honestly, I think the effort right now in the actual competitions is what's taken away from just the fans getting enjoyment out of watching it. And I think that stems from, I guess, whatever the committee's decision making is in choosing the Pro Bowlers, just because they think of it more from a business perspective. Who's going to bring in the most views? Stardom. What's the biggest names? Not necessarily stats is go secondary to their decision making at that point. Right. Just because they're thinking of money. How can we profit? Yeah. Because right now, Pro Bowl, they're probably, I wouldn't say they're losing money from the Pro Bowl, but they're.
I don't think they're making millions. I don't think they're making hundreds of millions off of it either.
You know what I mean? So I think that right there would just fix a lot of it. Just because if they actually start voting Pro Bowlers based off their actual performance, right? Mm-hmm. The Pro Bowlers that will actually be in the game itself will give more effort because they haven't been at that top of the poll stardom wise, but they performed the best. So naturally, if you ain't been at the top of the poll stardom wise, you giving a little bit more effort to prove something here. Even if it's just an All-Star game, it's a little bit more to you at that. Not All-Star, but Pro Bowl game, just a little bit more to you at that moment.
Yeah.
I think they would give more effort.
But I mean, throwing an incentive too,
I think
they might have had an incentive.
But they might have, but I don't think it was that much for when for them to be okay.
But they're stars, so they don't look at that money like that. You get someone who really was a dog, but they weren't a star, but they proved their point to be a Pro Bowler that year. Yeah, they're looking at them okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. I take that and then perform in the Pro Bowl just because I don't have the same stardom as. Yeah, I'm as good as these people, but
you know what would be cool to see though, like a rookie bowl. I'd enjoy to see a rookie bowl.
Now we're thinking
guys that may have played really well this year, your Xavier Watts, your Tyler Shucks of the world, guys like that, like Jay Barron, guys like that. You put them in a place where okay, we can do a 7-on-7. Yeah, we can have flags. That's fine. We can do that. Let's make this fun. Let's give the rookies something hey, congratulations on your first year in the NFL. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's a rookie bowl. Enjoy yourselves, make some connections, make some friends. Yeah. Rivals become buddies in the offseason because a lot of these guys do train together.
Yeah. Right.
So I I would rather see that, honestly, instead of seeing like vets, guys that have been in the league for years and years, like that really don't care about this.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the rookies do it because the rookies are going to be more like, oh, it's my first Pro Bowl. Like, of course I want to do this. Like, I'd be cooler for them.
Yeah. So I actually watched last night. A big reason was because Shadur. I do support. Fair. It wasn't that bad. Was there some times where it was just kind of lackluster? Of course, but some of the players were out there trying. You know, some of the players make it fun just by, you know, making plays out there. But it definitely, I want to say get rid of it, but it definitely has to be some restructuring and some plans put in place to where, bro, we shouldn't have got 2 quarterbacks from the same team. The Bengals and Joe Burrow was there. Like even though Joe Flacco won't be on the Bengals next year, most likely.
I mean, he was on the Browns too at one point.
Exactly.
Can't forget that.
Exactly. So, but a situation like that shouldn't happen. But it definitely needs to be some restructuring. But overall, like, I was happy Shadur did get the experience. Like, it looked like he genuinely did enjoy being there. Yeah. So, but
which he should. I mean, like, as much hate that this young man got all year. Yeah. Like, from when he first came into the NFL, from, you know, the reported blacklisting that NFL owners had on him, that they didn't, you know, they wanted to teach him a lesson or whatever. I don't know how legit that report is or not, but still, like, from him going from that, being a 5th round pick, being buried on the depth chart, to it really ended up being his turn for him to come out there, bring some juice and some life back into the Cleveland Browns fan base. Yeah. I mean, he deserves that. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him for that. I'm not even the biggest Shedeur Sanders fan, but I am a fan of who he is as an individual.
Right.
I think he's an amazing young man. I've watched a lot of the content that his brother put out. When he was in Colorado. Yep. Seeing that guy, like, it's hard not to root for that guy because he's humble. So I want him to win. I want him to succeed. I hope he becomes a franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. You know, but the Pro Bowl has to change what it's doing, though. At the same, like, you can give your flowers, but you can also say, like, all right, but at the same time, this can't be a thing. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? That can't be a thing where we have guys who don't or who haven't really played a full year being a part of this, because you have so many people turning it down. That should tell you something there.
Yeah. That part. Agreed. Why didn't Trevor play in it?
I don't think Trevor was hurt. I just don't think he wanted to do it.
He didn't want to.
They trying to protect that bag too at the end of the day. Bro.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to. I mean, you got to think about it, man. He just became a dad.
Yeah.
He just became a dad.
Because I was wondering, because people kept saying, why isn't Trevor there? Oh, there's probably a reason he didn't go.
I mean, he probably just wants to be a dad, get away from throwing the football for a little bit. Yeah. Like, I mean, you know how we see things about our jobs? Like, we just want to take a vacation, get away from things. Yeah. Tell me Trevor ain't thinking the same thing, because you got to think about it. What, 2 months? They back at there for camp. Not for camp, but for many
OTAs.
Yeah, OTAs.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like, you kind of want to enjoy some, some time away from ball.
Yeah, personal time. I get it.
That's true.
Yeah.